Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Okay, anyway, sorry. Let's go over this technique, break it down. This is an Americana from close guard, the top lock. Now this is very interesting because Americana has kind of fallen out of favor as a tool used in high-level competition, and there's some obvious reasons why. If I have you flat on your back for a second, and I'm just going to look at an Americana. Americana has some serious flaws. It's usually a speed-based move, whether you're doing it from half guard, side mount, or mount. Because your opponent, as I'm attacking the arm, just like so, from the side control-like position, he was posting my elbow, and as I look to attack it, because my hands are bound, I'm going to have to release it to defend my base. So as I try to go for this move, if he bridges, I'm going to release the technique. So you don't tend to see this from a situation in high level, because when I do this, so much space opens up, and it's very easy for him to now to recover his guard. So it has some serious consequences. So one more time, just to see what this is like. I go into an Americana, a classic Americana scenario from here, and then as I look to break my opponent, he posts on my armpit just like so. He's going to do a side bridge where he points in that direction, just like so, asymmetrical. And as I look to finish, he bridges aggressively, and then my hands go up, and I can see all that space that opens up. And I lose chest-to-chest contact. So he can bring his knees in very easily and then recover his guard. So it's got some serious problems. Now, this is a version of it which is very effective and doesn't have the same problem. And you start from bottom position as you're attacking it. So if it fails, you don't lose position, you lose nothing. So let's take a look at this. We're gonna start again from half butterfly, my favorite position to work from guard. And classically, this is done from a closed guard, okay? But when you're working against very skilled people, you can get good at attacking from closed guard, but there's a real problem. I've got to really pull my opponent forward or sit up and pull him down. So if I do, like I say, he comes up on a knee, drives up, and then he knows all of my attacks involve broken posture. So immediately they're going to start pushing off you, start stripping up, it becomes a real problem, okay? So often what I like to do is to set up all my closed guard attacks is from my half butterfly, because it's the opposite. He can't go up, because if he goes up, I can heist. So what do they have to do? Come into you. So as he comes into me, I can now set things up from here. I'm going to bring my elbow to my hip pocket. Okay, so I call it the hip pocket position. This guards me from him trying to underhook me. It's difficult. And it also opens up an easy elbow first penetration into an underhook. Now I'm going to take a pinch headlock, sometimes what we call a prison guard in 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. I'm going to start creating a little bit of space so my foot can come to my opponent's hip. This allows me to then pummel my butterfly hook out and over the top. So now I've transitioned into my closed guard with a strong pinch headlock. Now, a common reaction, there's a lot of moves I can do from here, is your opponents will try to bring their head onto the same center line as your head, and then they can slip their elbow in, and they recover their position and control. In that window, while his shoulder is on my center line, okay, and his elbow, it's the perfect position to trap his arm in a top lock. So as he squares up with me from here, I take advantage. He starts pulling back, and my legs come up, and I trap. And I got this top lock, where I lock my leg over my opponent's shoulder, and then it's reinforced on top of the other leg. This is usually used to set up arm bars, okay? However, there's a beautiful opportunity for something else from here. As he protects himself from the arm bar, he leaves his hand and his wrist open. So I'm gonna collect it with my right hand. So we're right on right. My left hand comes over the top and reinforces this. And then from here, I'm gonna take everything on a diagonal angle. So the pressure is not a straight lock, but it's a side twisting lock. It's an Americana. So from here, I go off on the side, and you can see without his arm in the way, for example, the Americana pressure, okay? So here's a perfect example of hitting the Americana. It's still useful, but from a scenario where your opponent can't easily escape from. If you enjoyed this video and you're hungry for more, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and to check out the website for more content and updates on the grand opening.